guys, welcome back to another vlog. I am so excited to be sharing with you a cozy Christmas reading vlog. I've been waiting all year for this. So I did ask in a recent video and you guys said that November was not too early, so I'm here. We're delivering. I'm going to be sharing with you the 4 books that I'm going to be reading for this vlog. Starting off, we are going to be reading the very new release, Baking Spirit Sprite by Sarah Fox. I recently picked this up along with book 1, which is 6 Sweets Under, in a mystery book haul. I will link that above if you're curious, and I knew I had to read this book before reading this one because it's book 2, so I wanted to just try to read them in order. I read through this one. I just finished it the day ago and I really loved this. I'd say very strong 3.5 to maybe 4 stars for me. Our main character is Becca Ransom and she lives in, it's called Larch Haven, and it's basically the Venice of North America. Like there's gondolas throughout the city. You can kind of see the boat out there. And same on this cover here, you can see there's like water out here. So it's really unique, cozy setup. And Becca is a chocolatier. She's working in her grandparents' shop. They're mostly retired, her grandparents, but she works with her cousin Angie. The mystery was really great in book 1. I really liked the character development. The only thing that kind of gave it like maybe 1 star down was the pacing was a little off for me. Like sometimes it felt very sluggish. But I have started Baking Spirit Sprite. I just started it last night. I will give you an update, and so far it's going pretty well. This one also takes place, of course, in Larch Haven, Vermont. But the fun twist with this is Becca's participating in a baking competition, and you guys know I love a competition, especially a food competition in a cozy mystery. Sold. Absolutely adore it. I mean, the golden spoon, so good. Anyway, so she's participating in a baking competition and somebody in the baking competition is murdered. It's kind of the general premise, and it's beautiful. This cover is one of my all-time favorite cozy mystery covers I've ever seen. The colors on this, the illustrator is Francesca de Ottava, and wow, so impressed. This also has 2 cute cats in it who I could not recommend more. They're so cute. If I'm remembering right, I know one of them is Binks, the other one I think is Truffles, and they're just a darling cats. So definitely love the cat moments in this one. The other ones I'm going to be reading, this one I've been waiting like 6+ months to read. And this is a Murder Yule Regret by Winnie Archer. It's part of the Bread Shop Mystery Series. This is one of my favorite cozy mystery series and I feel like I never hear anyone talk about it. And I'm telling you, it's really good. It's really good. I love it. I absolutely love it. It also has a pug named Agatha after Agatha Christie. Basically, this takes place in a coastal town called Santa Sofia. Our main character in this is Ivy. She is a bread shop assistant and a freelance photographer. So there's lots of yummy bread descriptions. This actually inspired me, this series, to actually learn to make bread myself. And I've been making bread all year and I've been loving it. My husband's been loving it. My friends and family are loving it. Like it's so good. I'll link a vlog where I made some of the bread above if you're curious. But this particular one, Ivy is basically hired as a freelance photographer for this really exclusive costume party for Christmas. And the Christmas party is being thrown by the It Girl, an actress named Elisa Fox, and she is pulling out all the stops. She wants Ivy there to capture it, and everything's going well. The party's fun until one of the guests ends up dead, and Ivy gets involved. And I cannot wait for this. I've been waiting so impatiently for this. So we got that. And then we actually have 2 short stories / novellas. One is going to be from Laura Levine, who is the writer of the Jane Austen mystery series. Jane Austen is a freelance writer. This is a very comedy-heavy, cozy mystery series. Her cat's name is Prozac. I mean, it's very self-deprecating. It's very funny. Don't go into it expecting something super serious. The mysteries are always fun, but it's very, like, I read it for the comedy. And in this one, there's a short story called Nightmare on Elf Street. This is part of the Secret Santa Cozy Mystery Collection. I got this from my library. I'm just covering the name of my library there, but this is the book. And Jane Austen sometimes has to take on some odd jobs as a freelance writer to make ends meet. I totally get that. I'm actually a freelance writer myself. I recently did a day in the life. I'll link that above if you're curious, as well as a Q&A with that. But Jane basically has to work with a Santa at a mall. I think is an elf even. And he's not a very nice Santa. It's not going well. But things go from bad to worse when the Santa's found murdered on the job, and Jane is a possible suspect. So she's got to solve this murder before Christmas and get back to enjoying the holidays. So I'm so excited for this. I'm not quite sure how long. So it looks like it's about 100 pages. Our last book is also around 117 pages. So I think those are both like novella lengths. And this last one I'm very excited. It's actually an ebook. I got it as an ARC from an author who I really enjoy. enjoy. Her name is Patricia Meredith. She writes like a lot of historical cozy mysteries. She's written the Spokane Clock Tower Mystery Series, which has 3 books out right now. I absolutely love it. Like that whole series has been 5 stars for me. Absolutely incredible. So I can't wait for more books in the series, but she very generously offered to send me this ebook arc. So it's called Death of a Christmas Tree Salesman, and basically Sam Shovel comes to life every Christmas for about 12 days. And Sam Shovel he comes alive every Christmas for 12 days, kind of like Frosty the Snowman. And this year he's just in time for a murder mystery because this man who is a Christmas tree salesman has been found murdered, and Nora and Nick Claus do not have enough time to solve this mystery. They're kind of it's their busy season. They're getting ready. It's Christmas is coming, you know? So Sam has plenty on his branchy hands for this mystery, and he's got to suspect everyone, including Santa. But which Santa is it? And I'm going to read these off because I will not keep these straight. So there is Nick Claus, there's Pierre Noel, there's Sinterklaas, there's Dead Moroz, there's Der Witchnachman, Shang de la Ren, and Baba Noel, or someone else entirely. I'm so sorry if I butchered any of those. But basically, there are tons of Christmas references. This takes place at the North Pole. This takes place with all the different Santas from all these different cultures and parts of the world. Cannot wait. I feel like we have a really nice selection between a baking competition, a Christmas costume party with a Dickensian theme to it, a naughty mall, like Christmas Santa, and then a North Pole mystery. Let's get cozy, guys. Okay, so quick update on Baking Spirit Sprites. That's what I'm starting with just because I just finished book 1, so I thought let's stay in this world, enjoy it some more. I'm on page 74, so getting close to like a third of the way into this book. So far, the pacing on this has really improved, I think, from book 1. Like I said, I really enjoyed book 1, but the pacing for this one has definitely been, we got into the mystery faster. I feel like the pacing has been more consistent. There hasn't been a lot of like drop-offs. Like kind of in the first one it was a little more up and down, which again, still loved the book, but this one has been really solid, really fast. Lots of great cat scenes already, delicious chocolate scenes. There's like candy cane truffles. I want a candy cane truffle so badly. And again, I can't get over the cover. I know I keep saying that, but this is generally one of my favorite cozy mystery covers like this whole year, and you guys know how many cozy mystery release videos I do. I'll link a playlist above if you want to check some out, but I talk about like 15 to 20 new cozy mystery releases a month, so this one was one of my favorites. It just came out and I'm really excited to see where this is going. The stakes have definitely gotten pretty high. We have some interesting characters. I love her grandparents. She calls them Lolly and Pops, like lollipop. I love it. I mean, come on. that's just amazing. And our best friend's name is Dizzy. I love it. Dizzy is like a hoot. I absolutely love her, but she's like loyal as all get out, and I just adore her. I love it. I absolutely adore it. So this series is going really well. This is the latest release in the series, so I'll be caught up once I finish this, but I'm really excited for more from this. It just seems like it's so unique with the gondolas too, and especially in this one because it's wintertime, a lot of the water is frozen over, so they're ice skating everywhere. How cool is that? Really cool. So I'm really excited for that one. I'm giving you a quick reading update. So we've already finished Baking Spirits Right. This was such a fun read, and it got me really in the festive mood, so I'm very excited about that. Next, we started Secret Santa. So this is a collection, and I really wanted to read the Laura Levine one in particular, which is called Nightmare on Elf Street. I read this all in one sitting because it's just so hilarious. It was just over 100 pages and the writing read very quickly, which is what I kind of expect with Laura Levine's writing. It's usually very quick, very punchy, very fun, and this was no different. So basically, our main character, Jane Austen, she's a freelance writer, and her friend Lance kind of gets her this opportunity, maybe for copywriting, for a really good gig, and she's really excited because this could be a really big deal for her. So she goes to interview for it, and it's like a boutique like department store that she might be writing for. So she goes there, and the HR manager, whoever she's like talking to, is like, you know, what would make you a good candidate? We really need someone to fill in. Our elf just quit on us. So that's how she ends up like working at this mall as like an elf with the Santa, you know, with the kids and the department store, the toys, all that. Well, the Santa is not a very nice person, and the mystery just devolves, and it's just really fun. There's lots of amazing cat moments with Prozac, absolutely hilarious. I mean, there were so many good ones. The only thing I missed from this is that unlike the full-length Laura Levine Jane Austen mysteries, there's no emails with her parents, which if you've read it before, you know what I mean. Those are just hilarious, like emails that just add so much to the story. They're so funny, but I understand that for brevity's sake, for a short story, she had to exclude those. However, it was top notch, really fun. I did put together who did it, but it was a really fun reveal, very fun, like holiday spirit. There's her trying to take pictures of her cat with like Santa antlers or like, you know, ears on, and that's just not going so well. I have never tried to do a photo shoot with a cat, but I imagine that could be tricky. Let me know if you've done a photo shoot with your pet. But yeah, I highly recommend this. It was really, really funny. I love the short story. I would definitely recommend this. I'm gonna see if I have time to read these other ones before it's due, but definitely recommend that short story. And then next we're starting A Murder You'll Regret by Winnie Archer. This is the 7th book in the Bread Shop Mystery series. There are currently 8 out, and the 8th one is like a springy one, so I do actually have that on my physical TBR card, but I'm saving that for at least maybe February, March. But this one, it's really getting off to a very good start. So as I kind of said in the summary, this is takes place with Ivy. She's a freelance photographer and bread shop assistant, and she's basically hired to both make bread and to be the photographer at this Dickensian costume party for Christmas. So really fun. There's lots of amazing bread that's talked about in this that I had no idea existed, that I really want to find. I don't think I have. I'd have to look into it. I don't know. I've never been to like a Mexican bread bakery, because the woman who owns the bread shop, she owns it with her sisters, but her name, she's kind of the primary owner, or like the person who's the most hands-on, and her name is Olea, and she is amazing, and all the bread she incorporates is just absolutely delicious. I also just love the pug, Agatha. I mean, what? There's just nothing else I want with this. So I'm about halfway through this. I'm gonna read through some more tonight. So final update on Murder You'll Regret. I loved this. This was great. Like, I'm gonna say 4.5 stars. The Bread Shop Mystery series has never really disappointed me. It's just consistently a fantastic series. I did piece together who did it, but the author had me guessing so much up until the very end, where I was like, okay, I think it's this person. I'm gonna go into the conclusion with this person. And I really loved this. I thought it had some really great twists and turns, so many great cozy moments, lots of Christmas events and baking. So if you love that, I think you'll really enjoy this. So adorable. I could not recommend the series enough. I feel like, I don't know if I've really heard anyone else talk about the Bread Shop Mystery series by Winnie Archer, but this is 7 for 7 for me. There's only 1 book out, and I've loved every book in the series. It's something I just love. I think Ivy is an amazing character. I feel like the pacing in these is always good, and some of the endings for these get kinda a little darker. Definitely where they're still cozy, for sure, but they do sometimes deal with a little bit deeper, darker topics, so keep that in mind. It's still cozy. You know, like violence or anything like that, it's off screen, but it can really hit hard with some of the topics, which I think is nice in a cozy. I don't want that with every cozy I read, but for this series I like that. I think it's really well done. So many great cozy moments, an amazing ending scene for this that was really heartwarming, and couldn't recommend this enough. So we still have our short story, which I'll give you guys an update on next. Let me know, what is your favorite part of preparing for the holidays? Is it the shopping? Is it gift wrap? Is it putting up your tree? Like what's your favorite part? I think I really love buying gifts for loved ones and wrapping them while listening to a Christmas movie. That's like my favorite probably. But the Christmas tree is pretty up there, you know, it's just so much fun. And then wearing cute like holiday accessories like this is absolutely so much fun. Oh, and the Christmas reading, of course. But definitely recommend this series. It's excellent. You don't have to read in order. The only thing that would really be spoiled for you is some of like the romantic subplots, but if that's not something you really care about or you don't mind that, you could definitely jump into this book and you would be fine. So I really like this. I thought it was so fun. Highly recommend it. Definitely a good time and just amazing. The Dickensian costume party, I mean, come on, that's so much fun right there. I really like it. I also like how the series handles the police chief and like sleuth relationship, because sometimes those can get really frustrating cozies where they're butting heads but there's no repercussions, or just they can get kind of messy, and this one is actually a really nice setup. I really enjoy. I don't want to go into details for like any spoilers sake, but I do like how the police chief sleuth relationship is set up in these. I think it's really nice, and I just couldn't recommend the series more. It's delightful, it's delicious, it's so cozy, it's still hard-hitting, great mysteries, but still keeps that cozy feel to it. So I really enjoy these. We're just wrapping up this Christmas vlog. So I did finish the short story and it was really fun. Sam Shovel is a really endearing character. He comes to life every Christmas for 12 days, and this year a murder happens and he helps Nick and Nora Claus solve the mystery, because he's basically, they're just so, I mean, they're preparing for the holidays. Obviously they're very busy. There's a really unique take on the Santa Claus situation that I love. I don't want to give any spoilers for it, but this was just so perfect to like cozy up with like a hot cocoa and just enjoy this. I thought it was really well written, even though it kind of feels like, you know, Frosty the Snowman-esque, where they come to life like once a year. It's definitely like still written with a lot of detail and interest for adults. So it's definitely for adults, although it's clean enough where like you could read it maybe to children depending on how old they are and like, you know, just your preference and stuff. But it's very fun, a really cozy fun read. I really enjoyed it. I would recommend checking it out. I will have it linked down below with the others. And thank you again for joining me for this Christmas vlog. I feel like we got so much done with our Christmas decorating and Christmas trees, Christmas cards. I love this time of year. Please let me know down below, what is your favorite Christmas book to read and your favorite Christmas tradition? I would say it's so hard. I do love The Christmas Carol, of course, it's just so classic, but some of these books were so amazing. And I will have actually a Christmas and winter book recommendations coming up in the next week or so, so definitely hit subscribe if you're not already. I do bookish content on this channel every week, especially in the mystery genre and like cozy genres, so if you like that, hit subscribe, and I hope I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!